What is going on, my guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Garrett with Game by the Beach. Very excited to be here with you today. We're going up against the Inquisitor Cold Mage deck that I've actually been seeing a lot and hearing a lot about recently. So as we know, Engineer is kind of back in the new meta, but Inquisitor Cold Mage is also kind of back in the new meta. And I don't know what's going on with the meta. Everything's just kind of reverting back to pre-Thunderer era. But hopefully we'll be able to take this guy out. We are running an interesting deck today. A combination that you don't usually see. And it was actually recommended to me on one of my videos by one of my subscribers, one of you guys, which is Engineer Meteor Spam. Before I jump into this video, make sure if you guys are enjoying this to subscribe. But let's see what we can do with some Engineer Meteor Spam. It should be interesting. So I'm going to try and focus a little bit more on the meteors themselves. Also, one thing I wanted to mention was we have Trainer in here rather than Snowflake, because the idea is to bunch them up a little bit before you meteor, and then you're going to profit a little bit better. It's definitely going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me, I believe. Little bit of a learning curve, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. We got Bedlam coming up, so let's see if we can actually set our board up a little nice to take out Bedlam before it even switches us around, which even if it does, it's not the end of the world. You don't care if it switches you around if you're playing Meteor. You care a little bit if you're playing Engineer. So when you're playing both, a little bit interesting, but we'll see what we can do here. Do that. I don't think we really have that much. I'm going to try and pause it and hit it with a meteor right away. Alright, it worked. We took it out. It did switch him around. He's running Summoner rather than Dryad, which is more typical in the deck that he's running. Not Dryad, Summoner. He's running the deck the way it's supposed to be run. So he should be pretty good against Bedlam, and he's got some nice rank 3s already. We're going to have to be outputting a lot of damage, and honestly, it's going to be a really tough game to win right here. But we'll see what we can do, right? As long as we can just keep holding on here, keep chugging along, we should be all right. We should be all right. Meteor is helpful, right? I feel like his deck would counter ours if it was just plainly a Engineer deck, but running Meteor in here makes it just a little bit more interesting. So let's wait until we have a little bit, until we're closer to the mini boss. Then we're going to try and build them up here, get them in there. That's pretty good for us. We can do another one if we want to. But you guys can kind of see the method here. And Trainer, the activation time, its speed is much quicker. So you're going to be able to activate that hero way more abundantly than his Snowflake, which is really good. Okay, so far so good. 25 seconds until Gorgon. Let's try to take out some of this stuff, and then we're going to have to try and work towards the beginning of our board. Do that. I'm gonna come up here. Boy, oh boy. Alright, Gorgon's gonna be a little bit interesting, but at least our board is full and we have a bunch of Engineers. Engineer is really good against Gorgon, to be honest, because it puts out damage and it's a single target troop, all that good stuff, so no problem there. We are going up against, he has Cold Mage, so Cold Mage is really good against bosses. Inquiz not super great against Gorgon, but he's absolutely fine. So tough battle here. We're in the midst of it right now. We're chilling. Let's try and combine out some of our rank 1s. We don't have any meteors currently. There's a meteor. There's another meteor. Let's just do that. Okay, we gotta go up here, I guess. There we go. Got some higher ranking stuff. Should be able to start taking some of these things out here. I mean, look at us go, dude. We took out a lot. He's not at the right amount anymore, but he should be able to get back. 20 seconds. He's slowing things down so much that he might be able to get out of this, which would be absolutely crazy. 10 seconds, dude. How is he even still alive? He used his snowflake. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to anything. 3 seconds. There is a victory. Clearly, he just messed up at some point. I don't know what exactly happened, but we kind of got out of a little bit of trouble there and got our board nice and steady. So that is the first victory of the day. That's what you love to see. And I really like that this deck is just a little bit different. If it was Thunder or Meteor, I wouldn't be playing it and I wouldn't be showing it to you guys. If it was Engineer Spam, I mean, we've made a couple of videos about Engineer Spam, right? It's just, not that it's not interesting. You guys know that I like my interesting, different types of decks, and the fact that it's Meteor and you got to line up your engineers just makes it that much more interesting. And okay, are we going up against Engineer Spam with Meteor, or are we going up against Thunderer Spam? Because I think this guy's running the Thunderer deck. Let's see what he's got. So he's running the Thunderer Meteor deck that I was just talking about, and let's see what works out better. So it's just different. So the reason that the Thunderer version works really well, and worked really well, I should say, because obviously it has gotten nerfed since, is that it does that area damage, does that splash damage, that chain damage, right? The engineered decks just output so much damage to the frontmost troop that it can still keep pressure on your opponents. He's merging a lot, dude. I never even really thought about that, but Thunderer only really works if you merge a lot, because higher ranking Thunderers are really useful. Engineer decks, it's easier to keep them at like rank 1 because it doesn't really matter. You know, rank 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, yeah, it gets better, but it's not like crazy. Like, you need a rank 3 to be alive. Like, for a Thunderer, if you have a bunch of rank 1 Thunderers, you're in trouble. If you have 6 rank 1 engineers, you're fine. So I never even really thought about that aspect, but it is true. So let's just do a little Buddy the Elf here. Let's do a little spam. Why not? We haven't had a whole lot of luck with our board here. It looks kind of ugly. He's got a million meteors. Holy smokes. Bedlam's coming up anyway. We did line everybody up. Okay. Let's go down here. Alright, I don't think we're going to be able to take out Bedlam, but I'm not too worried. I'm not even going to spam him. Maybe it would have helped. So we took him out. We don't even have like any engineers right now, huh? So that was kind of ugly on our part. See if we can find some engineers. Oh, now his board looks so much better than ours. Oh my gosh. What did we do? Gotta try and let him build up at least a little bit, guys. Holy smokes. Jeez, wow, that was really, really ugly. I guess, okay, if Bedlam comes up, you need desperately, and of course he's laughing at me, you desperately need to keep your board looking the way it is. I did not realize that. We got to make sure that we save our our trainer to take out Bedlam right in the beginning. Okay, so now we're going up against Sir Jam. I think I played against this guy before. He's running a Shaman version of the Engineer deck. So let's see if we can take this guy out. Just straight up Engineer warfare right here. And we're going to have to focus up a bit because you guys know how it goes. You guys know how it goes with Shaman. I'm pretty much just going to always combine out my Harlequins to something else just in case he comes down, and then I can actually, you know, merge it so he doesn't take away a unit. Instead, I'm just merging it normally. That's the best way to go about it. So now we have Tamer. I would like to think that we have the advantage in this matchup, but we'll have to see. Just do this for right now. Starting to line up our engineers. That's pretty good. He's got a couple of shamans getting ready here. I'm not really saving my mana, which I usually do. Okay, we got 5 in a row. That's not bad. But he's going to come down, and I'm going to have to make some switches. So I'm just waiting on him. $20 seconds until Tamer. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Alright, and now we're in the lead, just like that. Oh, never... Oh, he missed his Snowflake! That's what happened, because his Tamer is at 69. It didn't even really matter, but he did miss his Snowflake. He spent it, and it was after the fact, so... Let's just try to make sure we're going to have mana here, because he's still waiting on me. He's going to spam me all at once at some point. We just got to be ready. So let's make sure we're ready. That's all we got to do. We've got a decent amount. Alright, yep, here we go. Alright, perfect. Thank you. That's all he's got, dude? That's all you had? Come on, man. You gotta do better than that. Let's go over here. Come on. Spam me again. Absolutely fine. We get all the Meteor decks. Oh, I missed that switch. Little unfortunate. It's fine. Don't even know what I hit there. But he's having a tough time. Let's go down here. His Snowflake is bothering me. Oh, we got 5 in a row now. But he's having a tough time. Let's hold him up a little bit. Let's do that. Come on, man. Get there. 18 seconds. Oof. I don't know if they're going to get there for him. Oh, am I going to lose? Nope. Holy smokes. What do we got? Gorgon? Jeez, dude. So we're going to take out Gorgon. Let's try and build up some of our mana because holy smokes, this game is ugly. I thought we had it in the bag, but all of a sudden we couldn't find stuff to make our switches here. So let's really try and get back on track here and see what we can do. I'm still thinking Meteor is going to be able to save us here. But you never know. So I'm going to come down here. He's got Snowflake. I've got Trainer. I know Trainer is supposed to be in this deck, but I still feel like Snowflake is just stronger. Here he comes. And that is a victory. That is exactly what you like to see. Pretty cool deck. It feels a little bit interesting. Like I said before, guys, it's about that like off meta stuff and finding what works. It's still Meteor spam, it's still Engineer spam, but putting them together just makes it a little bit more interesting. And you can have some pretty cool games, especially using Trainer. So my Trainer is only level 5. So that means that it boosts the attack speed of your troops. But if you can get a higher level trainer, trainer starts to explode, trainer starts to do all these other things. So we got 2 big wins there. We probably should have had 3, but we kind of messed up in that second game. But that's going to be the end of this YouTube video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will check you guys out in tomorrow's video.